Today we're going to learn how to draw a face, and I used my face kind of to give it some features, but you do not have to make it look like you or anyone else. It can just be a face that you make up. The basic thing that I want you to learn through this is proportions, where the eyes are placed in relation to the ears and to the rest of the face, and how the nose is placed and all of that. And we're obviously going to do this in pencil to begin with. And I want you to remember, draw light until it's right. Okay, so don't be pressing down with your pencil. You can go back and always darken things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw an oval. Okay, and if you're not too crazy about your oval when you first draw it, the good thing about drawing lightly is you can go back and fix things, shape it up a little bit. Okay, I wasn't too crazy about my oval to begin with. It was a little too pointy down at the bottom, so I wanted to thicken that up a little bit. And we can always go back and erase when the pencil is light. Okay, so, and we can erase anything else later that we don't need. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is divide our face up, divide our oval up. So we're going to draw a dotted line vertical up and down. And again, you need to be doing this lightly. I know you can't see mine, so I'm going to make mine dark so that you guys can see about where I place it. Okay, I want you to do yours lightly. Then we're going to place another line lightly across the middle horizontally. And this has helped us find the center of our oval. It's also going to help us place our eyes. Our eyes are actually in the center of our face. So to test that, we can take our thumb and our finger and place them. This should be where your eye is. This is the top of your head. Keep them still and move them, and you'll have approximately the same amount of space between the bottom of your eye and your chin. Okay, so over here on one side, we're going to draw a football shape for our eye. Now, if you can, take your finger and your thumb and measure that. Put a space here in the middle. And then where your thumb or finger is over here, that's where your next eye will start. The space in between our eyes is about the same amount as the amount of our eye. So it's very similar in size, okay? Because we don't want our eyes to be too close together or too far apart. So that's all we're going to do on our eyes for now. Next, from this dotted line to our chin, we're going to find the center of this section. So somewhere right in here, we're going to draw another horizontal line across. This line is going to tell us where the end of our nose should be. And an easy line to use for a nose and make it look realistic without drawing an L or a C or something, like we've been doing for a long time now, is we're going to draw a little line like a smile. And on either side of that, we're going to curve down, kind of like an N. And then we're going to curve back up like a U. And we're actually going to make that come up like a C, or a backward C, or parenthesis lines if you want to think about it that way. Okay, so that gives us a shape for our nose. And of course, you can go back and fix that and make it smaller or make the lines a little bit different if you need to. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, this line for where our nose ends and the bottom of our chin, we're going to find the center of this space. So somewhere right in here, we're going to draw a line, a dashed line across the middle. And right in here should be where our lips would be. So we're going to draw the top part of our lips up here above it. We're going to draw a V. And then we're going to draw a line that goes out long ways, slightly slanting down. And everybody's lips are different, so if your lips are a little bit on your person, if you want to make them a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, you can. And then the bottom line should mirror that one, so it's going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to be parallel and then meet at the end. That's your top lip. And then the bottom lip is just a curved line, kind of like a smile. And like I said, everybody's lips will be different. So we've got the basic things of our face. We're missing ears, of course. The ears are going to start up here at the corner of our eyes, right at this middle line. You can draw a line that curves on either side. And again, you're doing all this lightly. Miss Brooks is pressing down a little bit harder on her pencil so you guys can see what she's doing. And then our ear is going to end at the line where your nose is. So we're going to draw a line that curves up. And then we'll connect those. And it can kind of bend in slightly, like an ear does. And there's your ears. So our person's neck, the two lines for your neck are not going to be real close. You don't want your neck to be too skinny. So most of the time the neck is going to come out about where the end of this line is and here. You could even make it a little bit wider if you'd like to. So now we've got to go back and put some details in our person's face. I want to put my irises in my eyes. So I'm going to put a large circle that touches the top of the football and the bottom of the football. And then I'm going to put some smaller circles for the pupils. Those parts will be black with a white center. And then this area out here is where the color of your eye would be. We want to give our person an eyebrows over their eyes. So we're going to come up a little bit above the eye and place our eyebrows. And to thicken them, we want to make little short lines. And they'll be really short on the end. And they kind of lean over slightly. Okay. If we want to, we can put the bridge of the nose, which is a line that kind of curves in just inside your nose, just inside your eyes, I mean. And to make our eyes look a little bit better, we can put a line real close to the top here for an eyelid. If you want to, you can go back and thicken this top part for eyelashes. They could even curve up a little bit at the end. So this is where you're darkening things and making them look a little bit more permanent. Okay. You could go back and put some shadows inside the nose. We could put a little bit of shadow in the lip. Okay, so this is making our person look a little bit more realistic. If you want to add a little line at the end of their lips, you don't have to. Those are little things that you can do. You could add a line under their lip for their chin. And of course, we're missing hair. There's lots of different ways you can do hair. Most people's hairline is going to be way up here. But most of us, our hair is going to come down some. You might have a split in your hair in the middle. It might come out this way. You might have bangs like I do that go across the top of your head. You might have straight hair, curly hair. It's just going to all depend on your individual person that you want to draw. Most people have some sort of hair that comes down here next to their ear. So we want to put that. I've got a nice little bald person here. All right. Now, so if I have someone that has a split in their hair, I'll use the center of this line here, and then I can draw the hair on either side. And of course, this person, that could be a girl with short hair or a guy, it doesn't matter. If you want to make the hair longer, it could come out down below the ears. Okay. So everybody's hair is going to be different on their person. So there's my made up person. So now the last thing I would need to finish up is going back and erasing all these little dotted lines. And get rid of those because I don't need them. And if you'd like to color, you can, or you can go back and just darken things with your pencil. And that is how you draw a portrait. And of course, if you're drawing an actual person that you know, you'd have to pay attention to the shape of their nose, the shape of their lips, their eyes, and how they are shaped, down to even the smallest detail as far as like the shape of their eyebrows and whether they go up or down. There's lots of details to worry about when you're trying to make it look like an actual person. If you want to add jewelry, give the person, if it's somebody that's wearing earrings, you can give them earrings. If you want to give them more of a cheekbone, we could come in here and do a line for a cheekbone. Makes them look a little bit older and slimmer. You could give the person a dimple in their chin. So there's lots of little details that would change the way the person looks drastically. Okay. And so there we have it.